Hey everyone, Courtney here with Southern Owls. We are going to make a paint stick swag, and this time we're going to use a super cute sign from Creek Road Designs, TX. And I don't know if I have done a paint stick swag using a sign yet. So we are going to start off. We are going to use a 21-inch paint stick swag. You can find these at Home Depot or anywhere that sells paint. And you're going to take 5 pipe cleaners, and I find the middle. Oh, that's not really. I always find the middle of the paint stick, and I attach my first pipe cleaner in the middle, and then I do about 3.5 inches in between every single pipe cleaner, and you're going to add 5. For this tutorial, I'm also using 3 different kinds of 10-inch deco mesh. That's what that's going to be looking like right there. And I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue using my Roby hot glue gun. Just a little bit. I just don't want those pipe cleaners going anywhere. So I just add a little dabs. Just like that. And we're going to set this to the side to dry. And we're going to pull our 10-inch mesh. So today I pulled my polyjute yellow and white. So I'm going to do 5 polyjutes because you need 10 total. I'm going to do 5 polyjutes and 2 yellows. So we'll stack these guys on top of each other. And I always use my rotary blade to cut. And we're going to do 25-inch cuts. So we're going to roll out our mesh and find the 25 and roll that out. I'm going to cut that in. That kind of looks kind of ugly, right? So now we have 25-inch pieces, and we're going to do 2 yellow. So we'll do 1 more cut of the yellow with the polyjute. So I just want a little splash of yellow to go with our Highland cow sunflowers. Super, super cute. So I'm going to change this out, and we're going to put our white now on top of our polyjute. And we're going to do 3 white and 3 polyjute. So that's going to make 5 polyjute total and 3 whites. And then we'll be ready to add on all of this gorgeous deco mesh onto our paint stick. Kind of clean up a little bit so I have room to work. How's everyone doing today? Welcome in if you're new. My name's Courtney with Southern Owls. I'm so glad you're here today. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start off with this polyjute. And actually, you know what? We're going to start off with a white. Nope. Tricked ya. We are going to do a ruffle. So what I always like to do is I like to put that mesh in on itself just a little bit, about an inch or 2, just flip it in on itself. Find the middle, give it a pinch, and walk your fingers over to the other side. And that is how we are going to be making our ruffles today. And we're going to lay that in long ways in that first pipe cleaner. So then we're going to take our polyjute next, and we're going to do that same method. So flip that end over about an inch or 2, find the middle, and walk your fingers over to the other side. I love polyjute mesh. Has any of y'all ever worked with polyjute? It's one of my favorites. So this one we put long up and down. So this one we're going to go side to side. And just lay that right into those pipe cleaners and give it a good twist like that. And now we're going to switch back to our white. This is a great everyday wreath. You can add florals to it. You can keep it simple with just mesh and ribbon. So this one we're going to go up and down because we just did side to side. So the reason why I alternate my mesh is just to give it some more body, right? So we're taking up more space by doing every other way. We're going to go back to the poly jute, same thing. Flip that mesh underneath about an inch or two, find the middle, walk your fingers over to the other side, and this one's going to go side to side. And just right into those pipe cleaners. And we're going to grab our last white mesh duo and do that same thing. Another ruffle, flip it about an inch or two, find the middle, pinch it, walk your fingers over to the other side, and then this one's going to be up and down. There we go. I hope everyone's having a good day though. My name's Courtney with Southern Owls. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I do tutorials over here, so welcome in. Hope you give me a follow. So this is the first layer, and we're going to double it. We're going to do another layer. Same thing, flip it about an inch or two. Same method that we did on the bottom, we're going to do on the top. Make those cute little ruffles. The only difference, since we did up and down, we're now going to go side to side. So once again, we're just building that foundation, covering that paint stick, so you won't see the paint stick later, right? So we're just adding all of this mesh for some fullness. So now we're going to add in our yellow. We're going to do the same thing, flip it about an inch or two, find the middle, give it a pinch, walk your fingers over to the other side, and then this one's going to go up and down because the other one was side to side. And just flip it in there. Now I'm just getting my pipe cleaner situated for the next step. We want to make sure that we don't bury our pipe cleaners and they stay on top of the wreath. Same thing, flip it about an inch or two, find the middle, give it a pinch, and walk your fingers over to the other side. And this one's going to go side to side because the other one was up and down. And I'm going to put that yellow on top of the poly jute. Really pretty. Now we have the yellow again. So you can do whatever color scheme you want. You just want to make sure that you have 10 pieces total. That's the key, okay? 10 pieces total when you're making these paint stick swags. We got one more on top. Same thing. And this one will go side to side because the white was up and down. Okay, so now we have all of our mesh in. There we go. We got 2 layers of mesh. And now I'm going to put my sign on. And we're going to put it on right a little like in between these 2 meshes. Because we're going to put a bow and then we're going to have ribbon tails cascading down, okay? So I'm going to cut this one off because this one's going to be completely hidden. So that is our middle pipe cleaners. Cut that off and then just push it down. So that's the middle, okay? We're going to put our sign about right there. So this is a metal sign, and what I like to do is I'm going to poke holes on the side. This is a jewelry punch, what I'm using. You can find this in my Amazon storefront. I'm just going to puncture 2 holes, and then we are going to thread our pipe cleaners through that hole, okay? And I chose white. You know what, let's just do singles. I chose white because I felt like it went with the sign more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it a single layer, and we're going to twist, twist, twist that pipe cleaner, okay? Just like that, so it's a single. We're going to cut most of this off, but we're going to need a little bit of that length. Same thing. So thread it through about a couple inches. and then twist it on top of on each other. That sounds goofy. Y'all know what I mean though. So twist, twist, twist. And now we're gonna add this sign, and I'm still gonna go through my mesh, okay? Just like when you're making your wreath, you always wanna make sure that you're going through the mesh. We're gonna do that on both sides. Show that mesh who's boss. There we go. I'm still a little sick, so excuse me if I cough or have to clear my throat a few times. I am feeling better. I never felt bad. I don't know. I just have this weird cough. Okay, so now our sign is attached, okay? We're going to flip it over and twist, 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 okay? We're going to cut this off. I know I told y'all we're going to waste some pipe cleaner here, but that's okay. And then later we're going to come back and hot glue that down, okay? So it's not going to hurt your door. Okay, excuse me. I had to take a sip of water. So now our sign is on. So this is the top of our wreath. I'm going to pull, hold on, let me pull these pipe cleaners up just a little bit because we might, I don't know, we're going to see how big the bow is, but I might utilize those pipe cleaners. So the top pipe cleaners, we're going to cut these off because we are going to add a beautiful bow to the top of this swag, okay? So here's the ribbon I chose. I thought this would be really fun with some cow print, sunflower, the green sunflower, this tricolor brown. The reason why I love making these swags is because it's a really good way to utilize your like leftover ribbon. Like I don't have a whole lot of this, but I have enough to make a swag with it, but not a full wreath. So this is going to be a perfect ribbon choice for this swag that we're making today. So I'm just taking out, I use little push pins. Oh, this is new. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to know. Do y'all cut your ribbon or do you rip it open like a savage without scissors? I have to know because I feel like that kind of tells you what kind of designer you are. Okay, so you have to drop that in the comments. You got to let me know if you rip the package open or if you gently cut. Okay, so this is a 2.5 inch wired ribbon. And we're going to pinch at the 6 for a 6-inch tail and then pinch at the 10 to make 5-inch loops. So if you're using a bow maker, that's a 6-inch tail and a 5-inch loop. So we're going to do that same pattern, 5-inch loop, 6-inch tail, and cut off at the 6. And we're going to do that same pattern with all 3 of these ribbons, busting out the sunflowers. Do y'all like sunflowers? I love sunflowers. So we're still sticking with that 6-inch tail and 2 10-inch loops. Okay, and I just kind of like to adjust it in my hand as I go. And now we're going to take the cow print, the showstopper cow print. And we're going to do that same thing. We're not going to shrink. Okay? Still keep with that 5-inch loops and 6-inch tails. Okay? We're just holding it. You don't have to grip it really hard, okay? Just hold it so everything is in your hand, okay? We don't have to feel like it's going anywhere. Just hold it. Got this. Okay, so now we're going to take this beautiful sunflower and I'm going to do 6-inch tail again. And we're going to shrink down our loops to 4.5 inches. We're going to do 2 of those. Woo! It's okay. We're going to dovetail that. Whoopsies. Okay, so we got that going. And then we're going to take that cow print ribbon once again, and we're going to do that racetrack loop. We're going to do a 6-inch tail, flip it on the opposite direction, upside down, and then flip it over your thumb. This loop I never measure. I just decide if I want it snug or if I want it loopy. And we're still going to stick with that 6-inch tail. Okay. And we're going to grab our cable tie and thread that through our hand, or thread that through the loop, right, where we're holding it. Thread it through, let it get going just a little bit, but don't do it all the way. And then you're going to thread the pipe cleaner through, because that's how I like to attach it to my wreath. And now we really get it nice and tight. We're going to cut off that extra cable tie. Now we're going to put our bow down and start fluffing it out, manipulating where we want our loops and our tails to go. And now since everything's really nice and secure, you can really grab it and manipulate where you want everything. So dovetailing is just a fancy way to complete your ribbon. So we're just going to fold it in half and cut up at an angle. You can also do a diagonal cut. A lot of wreath makers do that as well. It's just whatever you prefer. I like to do dovetails, so that is what I just choose to do. Okay. Going and just finding all of those ribbon tails and just folding that ribbon in half and cutting up at an angle. Y'all, I think it's about to start storming here. Ooh, I hear the thunder. How's the weather out in y'all's neck of the woods? I'm in the Houston, Texas area. I live out in the country in a small town. Let me know where y'all are from. I always love to know where everyone's watching me from. I always think it's so cool. See how far I, like my videos land. Okay, so we're going to go to the top section, right, where we cut off that pipe cleaner. We're going to thread this pipe cleaner through the mesh, okay, on both sides. And then what I like to do personally, make sure my bow's not going to go anywhere, I always thread this through my pipe cleaner too. Just so I know the bow is not going to go anywhere. I go up, I go down, and then we twist it around. I know, I'm a goober. Oh yeah, we're not going to need, okay, this bow be bowing. Okay, so let's cut that off. We're going to hot glue. We're going to add some hot glue to that too, so don't you worry. Okay, we don't need this section. So I left that pipe cleaner here because I was like, maybe we'll add it. We don't need it. This bow be bowing. We don't need any ribbon up at the top of our sign. This is looking super, super adorable. Oh my gosh. Do y'all love highland cows? I think they are so cute to me. So now we're going to move down to the bottom two sections. So we have two pipe cleaners left. And what I always like to do is just add in some ribbon tails. And I'm loving this green. So let me grab my 12-inch ribbon tail. And we're going to do, I'm going to do 4. Let's do 4. Let's change it up. Do 4 of these. So I'm just wrapping it around this ribbon tail board 4 times. And then you just slip your scissors to cut the ends. I fold it all in half. It's only 4 layers, but if you're new to wreath making, don't go crazy, okay? Just do a couple layers at a time, okay? So we have 4 of these. And then I'm going to add in, we're going to do 4 cows. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 1.5-inch wired ribbon. One of my favorites. I love a good cow print ribbon. Same thing, you're just going to slide your scissors through where that loop is, cut the loop, and then fold that in half. And guys, don't feel like, if you're new to wreath making, do not feel like you got to go buy all the fancy stuff. I always talk about that in my videos. When I first started wreath making, I used a piece of cardboard, okay? So don't feel like you need to buy all the fancy things. Now, I already had this left over, and look at that. That is almost perfect. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. We're going to do 2 of these. So 2 of the sunflowers at 12 inches. Y'all, I got to buy some more sunflower ribbon because fall is coming, and I always love to have a lot of sunflower ribbon on hand for fall. Okay, we're going to dovetail this one. Okay, now we're going to make what I call my ribbon tail clusters or bundles. So I'm going to take the sunflower first, and I'm going to find the middle, so you can either fold it in half or just eyeball it and give it a pinch. And then I'm going to grab the other sunflower, same thing, find the middle, give it a pinch, and I just make this cute little X pattern. I'm then going to add this into these, let's do sideways, into these pipe cleaners, just like that. We're going to add the next layer, which is going to be the cow print. And we're going to do that same thing. Find the middle of your ribbon, give it a pinch, same thing, make an X, and then we're going to put the sunflower on there, right? And that's so cute. So now we're going to add this on top of those sunflowers that we just added. Twist, twist, twist. And now we are going to manipulate how we want this ribbon to fall. I feel like the sunflower is going like this in the middle. And we're going to clip off a little bit of this extra pipe cleaner and then push that down into the wreath. And then I always just kind of arch my ribbons so they look really nice and fluffy. So fun. Like that. Oh my gosh. So we're going to do the same thing down here at the bottom. 1 sunflower. This is a 2.5 inch. And we're going to put this down. Oh, let's go sideways. Sideways. It is raining. Oh my gosh. We all are new here. I crafted my barn, so I can, man, when it gets storming, it is storming over here in the barn. All right, we're going to twist that in, cut it off, throw it in the trash pile. We're going to spread them out just a little bit. I want this one to go a little different, go up and down. We're going to smooth out these ribbons, give them a little arch, a little character, a little sass, if you will. Oh gosh, that's adorable. Okay, so what I like to do when I'm making signs, we're going to do little V tails coming out of the side. But I'm not going to use a 2.5 inch. I'm just going to use the 1.5 inch. And I was going to use the sunflower. Oh, guys, I have just enough. Oh my gosh. I have just enough. So we're going to use the sunflower, 1.5 inch. Look at that. Okay, I really have to remember to order this ribbon because I do love this ribbon. Now I'm going to have to remember where I bought it. I think I got it at Craft Owlet in a 50-yard roll. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to go check it out. So we're going to do 2 of these at 12 inches. And then we're going to take the cow print again and do 2 of these at 12 inches, okay? Same thing. Ooh, that wasn't good. I'll snip that off. I like shredded the end. That's okay. Fold in half, cut up at an angle. Okie dokie. And we're going to put these two together. And then these two are going to go together. And guess what? Guess what? We can use, look at this, that leftover pipe cleaner that we cut off. Let's just use this. It's going to be long enough. So you're going to find the middle so you can fold them. If you like to find that middle, grab that leftover pipe cleaner. Why not? I think it'll be, let's see. We'll see if it's long enough. And then just twist that up. Okay, we're going to do it to both of them. If it's not long enough, I'll grab another pipe cleaner. Not a big deal. But I think it might work. Look at us using those scraps. Okay, same thing. All right, let's see. So we're going to go right in the side. I'm going to go in at a little bit of an angle underneath the sign. Right through the mesh. Grabbing it on the other side. Oh no, that's going to be perfect. And then I'm going to use the sign pipe cleaner as stability and wrap it around. And fluff these little guys out. So that just fills, oh my gosh, it just fills up that blank space that's over here by the sign. This sign, y'all, is from my favorite sign designers, Creek Road Designs, TX. They do have an Etsy shop that you can shop at. I will link them in the description with my discount code OWL10. So if you use OWL10 at checkout, you will get 10% off your order. So that's pretty cool. Same thing. Wrap it around there and give it a twist. And let's cut off extra pipe cleaner because we don't need it, and we're just going to tuck it up and push it up so it's not going to hurt that person's door. And there we go. Now, this is up to you. You could add sunflowers. You could leave it just like this. I think this is adorable, but you could always add more and elevate it, right? But I'm liking the simplicity of this. So guys, we're going to flip it over on the other side. We're going to take our pipe cleaner and we are going to put that right up at the top. Twist, twist, twist. I just slipped it through that first pipe cleaner. And then bring it up. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And we're going to snip this off. And that is how we're going to hang this up on our door, okay? You can use a pipe cleaner. You can use wire. You can use bind wire, whatever you have, okay? Y'all just use whatever you have on hand. I'm going to add some hot glue to all of these pipe cleaner tips because that hot glue is just going to add, it's going to act as a barrier for any of that metal so it doesn't scratch your client's door, right? So that is what that's looking like. That's with the bow. I know we gotta fluff out the bow a little bit, but that's okay. You gotta do that sometimes. Let me know if y'all are a fan of the Highland cows, if you love it. I think they're so adorable. Let me prop this guy up just like that so y'all can see. So cute, so adorable. Oh, I didn't spread these. Oh, well, I have hot glue on it now, Court. I can't put it down until the glue dries. Fluff those out. There we go. Fluff them out. So cute. Let me know what you think about this adorable Highland cow in the comments. Also, if you are not an official Owlet, please go subscribe on my website, theSouthernOwls.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, enter your email address, and you'll be an official Owlet. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again tonight. I am so grateful for y'all, and I can't wait to chat with you again. Bye, everyone.